Hello and welcome to week 3 of my Saturday sketchbooks, and this time it'll actually be on Saturday, which is always nice. This one is a bit shorter than the previous ones, just because I haven't had quite so much drawing mojo, which of course translates to, I was not hyperfixating at the time. But, yeah, I am quite happy with the pieces that I do have featured in here. This particular one is another character design for my visual novel. She has yet to have a name, but she is the main character's kind of assistant. The one who keeps him back on track when he really needs to be. Because, you know, sometimes that's how it goes. Sometimes it's like, ooh, shiny object, shiny nugget. And then, well, she's like, no shiny object. We have a job to be doing. Seriously. She's great. I'm really excited about her characterization and how she interacts with January. I also am excited to get her a name, because names are rather important. As you'll see here, like, I did the nice crisp lines, but then I went through and added some extra rendering, which I don't normally do. You see here, just warming the face tones a bit, going through, patterns. Pattern brushes are very nice. I love a good pattern brush. I'm so bad at coming up with patterns on my own. That one's one of the ones that comes with my art program, I believe. But, yeah, going through with a bunch of painterly brushes, I'm just really happy with how she turned out. That is a design that I really like. This one is some ode art that I did for Felvargs. It's, you know, pretty simple. Mountain background. I really like mountains. They're very fun to draw. I also just like my thick line art, even if occasionally other people don't. But I like doing all this detailing with the crags and the rocks and stuff. I think it's just very neat look to it. But yeah, you can see I kind of go through here, I sketch out the wolves, I sketch out everything. Just having a wonderful sketchy time. Yeah, they're wandering. I don't know a ton about these characters specifically, because, again, it's ode art, so these characters are not my own. I think I was getting... yeah, this was, I think, the second set that I did for this person, or maybe the third? I don't know, my memory is real bad sometimes. Speaking of terrible memory, did I remember to take my meds this morning? Yes, I did remember to take my meds this morning. Woohoo! And I'm not recording this at, like, however many in the morning again. So, woo! I'm real happy with the coloring that I went through and did here, and then adding a blending layer. Warning again of just kind of bright flashing colors sometimes. I tend to use those a lot, because blending layers. Woohoo! I've been messing around with more painterly backgrounds lately, which has been an experience. Definitely an experience. I still need to fix up this particular piece, add the back legs and stuff for the frontmost doggo. But once I'm done with that, it'll be all ready to get rolled for an activity. It's coming along. It's coming along. I like drawing expressive characters, but as you can see through here, I had a bit of difficulty just with the background and figuring out what I wanted to do with it. I like having guiding lines as opposed to just going all painterly. Went through here with the, oh goodness, what's the name of that? Like, gradient thingamy? Gradient, I'll remember later on. These characters are also for ode art. Although I know a little bit more about, well, one of them. Mercy the Silver Serpent, the white wolf in the very background. Her whole thing is that she's very angry and evil. Well, not necessarily evil, but, you know, kinda evil. She's having a grand old time. Everyone's having a grand old time. But, yeah, you see I go through here with some pretty simple lighting stuff, just lots of erasing, because erasing is real nice in this context. You'll see through here, oh, this piece is for a background that I was doing for a collaboration that I really like how it turned out. I had to kind of add a bit more to it just to fix it up and make sure that it fit the complex background rules for Felvargs, which is always a little disappointing, because I do like how it turned out. But it gets there. It gets there. You got shiny coins, and rocks, and more rocks. Painting water is always interesting, because it's just very different. Speaking of water, I found some real nice tutorials on DeviantArt for just painting and water and all of that. It's real great. I'll end up using, parts of one of them later on in this when I'm going through and fixing things up so that fits the complex background requirements. Oh, you see I go through there with that, and icy ice. But yeah, all of that, rings in the background, which I then erase with the soft brush to make kind of a water pattern. It's real nice. I'm really honestly very happy with how that, ends up looking. You see I go around the ice, it's slightly transparent ice. Fun stuff like that, goodness though, it's a little bit mind-numbing to do. At one point I was doing it while in line at the DMV, which, better than just staring at a wall, but it's tedious a bit. I like the result, very tedious. Oh my god, I went through and did all that, and that, and that. And then I also go through and do a bunch of more shading that I didn't do the first time around. Add the shadow there. Yeah, these are the bits for fixing it up so that it passes the necessary requirements. Adding little rainbows in the water, because yes. Messing a bunch with the shadow. Just adding some stuff. Adding some vibes, if you will. Vibes are good. Ooh, I should totally play Zoo Tycoon next. Or not Zoo Tycoon, the other one. Planet Zoo. That one. Because zoo games. I don't remember why this reminded me of that, but it did! I should totally go play that, actually. I really want to play that. I'll need to clear out all the space on my computer, though. But if you enjoyed this, I really hope you did, maybe leave a like, subscribe, fun things like that. Woo! Farewell!